everybody. I'm so sorry, but my model again isn't working. And I don't know why. It was working fine right up until stream. And then it just stopped. I don't know exactly what happens. Hello, welcome. Oh gosh. Well, I don't know why exactly this is happening. I don't know exactly when this all started, but I cannot. It looks okay to me. Well, no, my mouth isn't moving. And looking in VTube Studio, yep, I'm not having. Well, see, the problem is that it's gonna do this all night now. Because now that I am streaming, I cannot stop stream or else I'll lose. But now that I had turned my camera off and turned it back on, well, no, that wasn't it. The problem was my face wasn't moving, so we're just gonna have problems like this all night. It looks like it. Well, at least tonight, thank God, is an ASMR stream, so maybe the visuals don't matter as much. But man, I don't know why it started doing this. I stopped streaming for like a weekend, and then BTS just decides to act weird. I don't know why exactly it's doing this, but thanks for the resub. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. It's an ASMR stream today, so the visuals don't matter as much, right? What matters is the ASMR. So we'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be okay. Well, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay. Yeah, it'll be fine. And I just realized I don't know how to read logs, so I just realized I don't know how to read logs either, so let me see. User requested calibration, saved calibration. And when I looked at my logs, actually, there's no errors. Okay, this is weird. Oh, well, if there's anything push comes to shove, I'll just like troubleshoot it later. But thank you so much for the resub. Thank you. And hello everybody. Welcome back to stream. I hope that you guys are having a good weekend so far. Hopefully you guys are having a nice weekend. I didn't really do much today, honestly, so I woke up, paid some bills, and just chilled, I think. So, yep, I did not do much myself. Hello, welcome in. So my weekend was pretty my weekend's been pretty quiet. Yep. Speaking about bills, if you're following me on Twitter or if you're already in the Discord, you'll know that I have found myself in a bit of a financial pickle. And yes, it is due to my own health once more. which is kind of my fault now that I think about it, because I should have took care of my insomnia problem earlier. But basically, my insomnia problem caught up to me, and it's caused me to be sick throughout the year. And when you got as sick as much as I did, I ran out of sick leave and PTO. So I was still allowed to take the day off, but I just didn't get paid. You know what I mean? So with this job that I am at currently, I am leaving and starting a new job, which I'm pretty excited for. However, the way that things work in Japan is when you leave a previous job, you have to pay out tax in advance, I guess. I had it explained to me, but, you know, it was still kind of shocking to see. I had it explained to me, but basically I've had 3 months of taxes worth taken out of my last paycheck. And I was like, oh dear. And then coupled in with the fact that I had been sick back in February and the beginning of March, it put quite a dent into my last paycheck. So it was quite smaller than I was expecting. And normally I probably would have been okay. However, because I am changing jobs, the apartment that I live in, was originally, you know, covered by my school. But since I am no longer going to be working there, I've taken over. Why the hell is my clothes acting weird? 1 second, y'all. Shoot, it's caught on one of my. God damn it, that's gonna be bothering me. Don't mind me. Since I will no longer. Here we go. Sorry. The damn thing caught on one of. I don't know why it's catching on one of my hairs instead of my body. I need to fix this. 1 second. Sorry, try not to be distracted by me. Sorry, try not to be distracted. But basically, since I'm taking over the apartment for my contract, I essentially am signing a new contract. And in Japan, when you sign a new apartment contract, it's very expensive. There's a lot. You basically sign wrong outfit. You have to pay for a month's full of rent, which, to be fair, is usual. You have to pay pretty much something like a deposit. They have another separate thing from the deposit called key money. And then I also have to pay for a guarantor company. That in the event, that's basically like a co-signer, essentially, you know, in the event that you become unable to pay your rent or whatever, this guarantor company will take care of that. And I have to pay for that as well. And it's all very expensive, as you can imagine. So I have all of this due, basically all of this colliding at the exact same time, and it's a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I looked at the invoice, and then I looked at the agent, and I looked at the invoice, and I looked at the agent, and I looked at the invoice, and the agent was like, well, you know, this is just normal for Japan. And I was like, yeah, I don't doubt that. So to make a long story short, I have really bad luck, and the bad luck has decided to give me a doozy. So I am turning to the internet once again, to see if I can get any sort of assistance. Again, if you cannot do anything, that is okay. Just your presence being here is honestly really helpful. But once again, I am not doing this for free. And I want you guys to know that I'm taking voice commissions. So let me put my little thing down there. I edited it so it doesn't have any like typos like it did last time. But once again, I am taking audio commissions. These are typically ASMR audio commissions. $5 per minute if it's safe for work, and then $10 per minute for not safe for work. And I can do pretty much most things. I'm pretty flexible. As long as it's not under any of my will not do's, I can do pretty much anything, you know, girlfriend experience, memes, role plays. If you want me to read the B movie script, I don't think anyone would want that, but you know, I can do memes, I can do role plays, narration. If you want me to read a story to you, whatever, anything pretty much almost goes, as long as it's, not against anything that I don't do. But I am taking voice commissions again. So if you are interested, and if you've always wanted a chance to make me say something weird for however long of a time that you want me to, I'm open. I just ask that you send your amount via Stream Elements donation or tips, which is found in my, well, it's found in all my bio, so it's pretty easy to find. And I will email you through the email that's provided, or DM you on Discord if you're in my server for any. If you happen to be in my Discord server, I'll just DM you on there, or I will email you instead. And if you do happen to have Twitter, I did post about this on Twitter. So again, sharing it also helps to get the word out there, you know? But regardless, even if you feel like you can't do anything, that is okay. I am happy to have you guys here. It really does, you know, work as a great distraction. So, and, yeah. But once again, I do apologize for this because I don't like to, how do I say this? I don't like to ask for handouts, and I know that kind of sounds anti-ethical, and I know that kind of sounds, well, not anti-ethical, but that kind of sounds the opposite of, you know, being a streamer and all that, because, well, don't you take donations and stuff like that? And yes, I do, but that's there if people want to do it, you know? I hate having to ask for handouts, if that makes sense. It's different if someone wants to anti-ethical. I meant like more the opposite of what I meant. So like hypocritical. It's different when someone, you know, throws you a tip and says, hey, I like your content, right? And that's different. But having to, you know, come on here and I guess beg people for money, I don't really like doing. You know, my parents always raised me not to take handouts, so I do still, you know, feel guilty for having to do this. But the good news is after this, I should be fine, because I start my new job, and thanks to the medicine that I'm now taking, I can sleep. I don't have any problems with insomnia anymore, because I finally found sleeping medication that works for me. We had to try a lot of different medicines. My doctor was even thinking about referring me to a psychiatrist if we couldn't find one, but we finally found a combination that works, and it feels really, really, really nice to just sleep. Like, it's just so amazing to be able to sleep, man. I've like had insomnia my entire life, and to just be able to sleep, like, it just feels amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I close my eyes, I take my medicine, and then, you know, I get into bed, and my mind finally just goes quiet, you know, it stops racing and I can actually fall asleep. And I just, it feels like magic, honestly. So yes, and if you're wondering where all of your donations are going to, well, it's going to go to bills, taxes. Well, I guess I already paid the taxes, so it's going towards bills, medicine, and honestly, most of it's going to this apartment contract. I have been lucky enough that my new job was willing to pay up to a certain amount to cover my new contract, so that was very kind of them. But yeah, my final paycheck was the equivalent of probably $150. If we, if we probably convert it to USD, it was about $150, $140 maybe. Or maybe with the currency exchange, even less than that. Wait, no, with the currency exchange, it's definitely less than that. But that was like pretty much my final paycheck. And I was like, wow, that's really small. It was so small that I double checked to make sure that it was it. But, yep. And, okay, sorry. I spent 20 minutes basically, being sad. So sorry about that. Whew, okay. Sorry about that. I spent like 23 minutes absolutely just being pathetic for a bit there, but you know what? You know what they say, pride doesn't pay the bills. So I have to swallow my pride here. You know what they say, you know, pride doesn't pay the bills. So it's fine. Ooh, okay. All right. So now that that's all, out the way, let's get into ASMR tonight. Wow. I'll be fine. I'll hopefully. My goal, right now, the goal is just to raise enough money for the apartment contract. And then after the apartment contract, I also have paid all, I've paid most of my bills for this month, except my one phone bill that also gave me trouble last time. So, once we pay the apartment contract, I'll have more time to also pay off another bill again. So it's just really the apartment contract because I have to pay that off obviously by, you know, the end of, March, end of March. We're in March. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. But yeah, audio commissions, they're there, they're posted. And if anyone has any questions, please feel free to ask at any time. If you have any in-depth questions, probably DMing me would be better though. Like on Discord. If you have any questions, please feel free to DM me on Discord. I'm more likely to see it that way. Oh no, where'd my doc go? Okay, there we go. Okay. Now where was I? Oh, yes. Trying to fix my model again. Okay. It's fixed. Wait, no, that makes it look weird. You know what? Fuck it. It's just gonna be like that tonight. Okay. Sorry. All right, where was I? Also, if my model like acts weird and I'm not paying attention, like if it stops reading my lips, please just let me know so I can reset it. Okay. Whew. All right. It's ASMR time. So let's take some deep breaths. Wow, you guys know me so well. I mean, I won't lie. I'm a little bit stressed lately, but don't worry about it, okay? Just for now, allow me to help you to relax, okay? So just take some deep breaths in and out. we all have our own worries to worry with. Job, school, the stresses of everyday life. But at least here we can just relax, you know? It's always good to take time for yourself. And just remember to relax. So, same thing for tonight's ASMR. As always, you're free to chat with me, or you can just kick back, close your eyes, and relax. Okay? Well, even if you have to work while you're listening, just feel free to, take a breather. Scratching sounds? This is a makeup brush. I wish I was drawing, but nope, this is a makeup brush that I'm rubbing on my mic. Really? Yep, it's a makeup brush. Nope, it's a makeup brush. You know, the type that you use to put on makeup. There might be other people in YouTube chat, but they might just be relaxing or lurking. It's an ASMR stream, so some people don't really like to chat. They just prefer to listen to the ASMR. Which is okay. Nothing wrong with lurking. We gotta appreciate the lurkers out there. Also, sometimes people fall asleep, which is kind of cute. So. Hello, welcome in. Hello, welcome in. Fix my chair. My back keeps hurting, but it's because I'm not doing it properly. Now, where's my chair handle? Ah, here we go. There we go. That's better. And YouTube Studio turned off. Oh, I didn't even notice their username. Well, welcome in, FBI. I know. That's okay. The thought, even the thought is appreciated. I need a new Q-tip. It's wigging out again. Oh, wait, no. It's fine. The outfit I'm using isn't attached to my model, so it's still reading my lips, so it's okay. It might wig out a little because the model the outfit I'm using is a live 2D item, so it's not attached to my body fully. But other than that, it's okay for now. If my model like goes what is it? If my model goes like fish-eyed, if that makes sense. If my model ever goes fish-eyed and looks like I can't even do the face, but I can tell. As long as it's not going fish-eyed, it's okay. If it goes fish-eyed, then I need to recalibrate it. Hello, welcome in. Aw, thank you. My papa did his best. Admittedly, you can't really see the full capabilities of my model when I'm doing my ASMR streams. But during my other streams, it is absolutely wonderful. Hello, welcome in. Okay, everybody, hello. I just want to take a nice, quick little brief break. Sorry to disturb you guys. I just want to take a little quick break here. All right, to just remind you guys that if you like my voice and would like something a little bit more custom or private, I am taking audio commissions. So if you want something a little bit more personalized, something more calibrated to your taste, please feel free to get into contact with me and I will be happy to voice act anything for you. You can provide a prompt, you can provide just a script, anything honestly goes. I'm open to most things, except what's listed here on this image. But again, if you're interested, please let me know. Send your about via Stream Elements, and yeah, we'll get into discussion. But again, if anybody's interested, once more, I am taking audio commissions. So if you're interested and you want to hear me voice act for you, please let me know. Thank you. Now we go back to your regularly scheduled ASMR. my activity feed? Why did it just disappear? Stream elements, what the heck? Okay, well, my activity feed just disappeared. Oops. Well, so much for that. Oh, I mean, nothing could happen. Well, okay. Well, it's mostly a torch that I have to be okay. Uh-oh. Oh, there was my model again. I don't know. I'm so sleepy. I pretty much slept in tonight. I mean, today. So tired of the motorcycles. And there goes another ambulance. Oops. Sorry for all the yawns, everybody. getting sleepy. I don't know about y'all. Gosh, I'm feeling sleepy. I won't feel sleepy after stream though. I think it's because whenever I do ASMR streams, they're just so calming that I honestly make myself fall asleep as well. I honestly make myself fall asleep too. So it's kind of fun. I am EP. Well, I don't know if I exactly recommend listening to ASMR while you're biking. You might get too calmed down and then ASMR riding? Exactly. If you're riding a bike and listening to ASMR, you might just fall asleep at the wheel. So I can't really recommend doing that. I think it's better to listen to ASMR when you're somewhere where you know that if you fall asleep, it won't be that big of a deal. Well, I mean, you know, like falling asleep at work might get you in trouble, but falling asleep at the wheel might get you injured or killed. So, I recommend listening to ASMR when you are at a stationary spot. Yeah, that's probably the best time to listen to ASMR is when you are sure that you're at, you know, a safe spot. Otherwise, you might find yourself kind of distracted, and that's no good. Aggressive ASMR might be good. A helicopter? I don't know how I can exactly sound like a helicopter. I don't think I'm able to do that. I think the most aggressive ASMR I could do. Oh, well, I mean, unless you're talking about that ASMR that's like, you know, people make like those joke ones. You know, or it's just like you're talking to your boyfriend on the phone and then like all of a sudden he like crashes his car or something. He gets like into a car crash. Oh, those memey ones. Okay. I mean, I have like listened to some of those as like a joke and they are kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I'd be good at them though. When it comes to comedy like that, it's tricky. Never heard of that. It's like the closest I can think of. Like, I don't know. Well, when you say helicopter ASMR, that's what I imagine or something. Cause I'm just like, who would listen to like ASMR of a helicopter? I mean, helicopters are so loud. You know what I mean? Helicopters are like super duper loud. Yeah, but those are super, that's what I mean. But like, those are more of like memes, if that makes sense. I'm not really good at like, well, I shouldn't say this because like I'll do an ASMR meme, but like, I don't know. I've never really done them anything. I guess more of my ASMRs, I just like to do role plays are my favorite or just simple talking like this. I've gotten a whole lot better at talking, Before, I used to like not like talking that much because I always was fearing that I'd run out of stuff to say. But I'm happy to say that I have gotten much, much better at talking. So that's always nice. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Like, I definitely get the appeal, but, mm, 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 mm. You don't need to talk all the time, though. Oh, yeah, I know. But, like, even before that, I used to be really, really bad at even just the triggers because I would get bored easily, you know? I would get like super duper bored. And so I would like do the triggers or whatever, and then I'd be like, oh, this is boring. So I used to only be able to stream for like maybe an hour at a time because I would just get so bored. But I've gotten a whole lot better, I think. So I'm proud of that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, that's okay. If you need to go eat and stuff, that's perfectly fine. Honestly, it's time for a good reminder. If you haven't eaten or anything, you should go eat, especially if you're due to have like lunch or breakfast or dinner or whatever. But if you're due to go eat, be sure to eat and also hydrate. In fact, I shall take some time to hydrate myself right now. Do not worry, nothing wrong with lurking. I'm a lurker in most streams, honestly. Like, whenever people talk about like not lurking, I always assume that most people are lurking. Because, like, think about it. If you have maybe, let's say you have 100 people watching you, right? Let's say you have 100 people watching your stream, right? Out of that 100 people who are watching, there's probably only going to be about 20 people who are like active in your chat, like super duper active. Most people, when it comes to watching streams, they just like to lurk, honestly. Honest, because, like, I mean, yeah, I just prefer to lurk too. But I'm also usually gaming while I'm watching streams and stuff, so. that's enough for tonight. I am a little bit tired myself, and I have an errand to run tomorrow. I've been honestly putting it off for months, but I'm going to sell my old Roomba. Unfortunately, Roombas aren't as useful in small spaces. They're more useful for big spaces, so my Roomba has been absolutely useless to me. Figures. Anyway, I'm going to go sell it to a secondhand shop and see how much I get. Though, I don't think it'll be a lot. No, they just really can't handle those corners, you know? They're really good at going back and forth, or in a square or something like that. But when they have to maneuver around small spaces, they just don't know how to act. Yeah. Honestly, I'm like kind of mad at myself because I spent like good money on that thing. Oh well. Time to take it over to the secondhand shop and see how much I can get for it. I'm hoping that I at least get 1 mon for it because I paid 3 mon for it. But sometimes these secondhand stores are so like they stiff you, if you know what I mean. But anywho, I just want to say thank you. What's a mon? Oh, when I say mon, it's a unit of Japanese. It's a Japanese number. So, you know, ichimon, nimon, samon, yomon. It basically means 1,000. Mon is 1,000. So basically that Roomba cost me 30,000. Yeah, it cost me 30,000. Oh wait, no, mon is 10,000. Wait, no, it cost me 30,000. But to say 30,000, you say sanmon. No, you say sanmon because sanjumon would be different. Yep, it's just a Japanese unit of measurement. But yeah, that thing cost me 30,000 yen when I bought it like a year ago or so. I really thought it would help me keep my apartment clean, but nope. So I'm definitely going to, when I can, get a way cheaper vacuum that just has like nozzle attachments, you know? I'm going to get a cheaper vacuum when I can that has like a nozzle attachment so I can get into the deep cracks. Yeah, they are good and way cheaper. In fact, I saw one that I have my eye on at Edion. I've been having it saved in my and it has a nozzle and everything that I wanted. It has a nozzle and everything, and that's exactly what I want. So, and it's way cheaper. How much is it? Yeah, it's like half the cost. So way cheaper. But yeah, it's definitely something that I want to get. I want to get a way cheaper vacuum cleaner. Because like my apartment came with like a vacuum cleaner, but it's really old. It's an old vacuum cleaner. And I find that when I use it for like long periods of times, it heats up really easily. And I really don't want that thing to break because it's like so old. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to get my own vacuum. I just think that's better. But anywho, like I was saying, I think we're gonna end stream here for tonight. So once again, thank you guys so much for coming to stream. I really, really do appreciate it. And I hope that I was able to give you guys some relaxation. And thank you for spending some time with me this evening. It was really nice. And honestly, doing this ASMR myself really helped me calm down. So yeah, I just want to say thank you. And sorry for the ad, but just one last reminder that my audio commissions are open. So again, if you're interested in commissioning me, please Feel free to send your amount via Stream Elements, and I will be in touch for discussion. And if you have any questions, of course, feel free to ask me. Well, you can DM me on Twitter. You can DM me on Discord if you join my server, and or you can shoot me an email at my business email. But yeah, as usual, I will be doing an R Play stream tomorrow. I have an idea of what I want to do for it. It's essentially going to combine two past streams that I've done before, so I'm excited, and I hope that for those of you who are interested, feel free to come along. But all right, so that is all from me. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day and or night. Stay safe, and as always, I shall see you in your dreams. Bye bye.